Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sabotage Games here, and today we're going to be talking about rFactor 2 multiplayer. Just been released. I've had this game for a good few years, but I'm really happy to see finally this game getting a multiplayer. Really love to play this game on PC. You know, sometimes I just sit in time trial. So a little bit of context with the footage that you're watching over my voice. So this was taken from my live stream on kick.com when the video went live as of today when I shot it. And yeah, it was really good fun to jump in. Fairly easy to get sorted out and everything like that. Obviously, I've got my settings on my wheel and everything already like dialed in, so it might take a little bit of more time to get used to if you were like jumping for the first time. But yeah, so this is the first race I did on the Radicals at Atlanta, and it was really good fun actually. Started 6th on the grid, and yeah, so I'll let the footage go out while I talk about my pros and cons of the experience. So I've got a few things written down, pros and cons for my experience on rFactor 2's multiplayer. First thing is that, and people will agree with me on this one, is that really nice car handling physics and a force feedback. So I'm using a CSL Elite Fanatec wheel. Obviously it's about driven wheel, but even still you're getting really nice feedback, and you can slide the cars a little bit. You know, you can feel the car moving from underneath you, which in some times you don't really get that with other sims. AC, ACC, you know, they're like renowned as the best sims, if you know what I mean, in terms of like car handling physics. But yeah, like it just makes the whole experience a lot more fun, and you can concentrate on the racing, which I think is quite important as well. If you're like constantly trying to fight the game, if that makes sense, or the handling physics, then it detracts from the experience, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just really good. You can connect with the car straight away. You feel like the car's actually connected to the road, which I feel like is a huge thing. You can really feel the curbs, and yeah, it just feels really amazing actually. We can dial in the force feedback like super quickly, and like I did, and yeah, it just goes really well. So this point kind of ties in with what I just previously said, and it's the clean and competitive racing that I noticed straight away. In the past, I've had like a lot of problems where people just don't take it seriously. I know it's a game at the end of the day, of course, but you know, it kind of detracts from the fun when you get people just purposely ramming and stuff like that. And tying in with the handling physics, I think like those two go together really nicely. And I had some like close racing, and just, you know, getting into the rhythm like you would in real life, and it's just really good fun, to be fair. So yeah, clean racing, fair play to the other people taking it seriously as well. Obviously, like it's a serious sim, so I think that has like an impact on it. But yeah, so clean racing and competitive racing as well. So some of these guys are super fast. My final point that I want to make for the pros is the ranking system that the Studio 297 have actually included, which kind of takes from like the Gran Turismo, that SRDR type thing. I think that kind of again ties in with what I just said, actually, funny enough, where it promotes the clean racing, and it's really good fun. And to be fair, the other point I actually might chuck in very quickly as well is, in my opinion, I really like a bit like how iRacing do it, where they have the practice of qualifying in the race, or maybe sometimes not the qualifying, but definitely the practice as well. Because like, for example, this Atlanta track and the car, I'd never driven any that combination before. So having that chance to get to know the track, get acclimatized with it and everything, get a race in line, I think also does help with the clean racing. But definitely the ranking system, yeah, I really love how it gives you like a incentive. I feel like when playing other sims, you don't really have an incentive to keep playing, whereas like that's why, like, you know, iRacing I think is a bit expensive for some people, so you know that might deter some, you know, people to not play. But I think this is a nice happy ground where with rFactor 2, where like you can jump in, have some fun, but also at the same time you have that progression feeling, which I think is really important with a multiplayer game, especially a sim racing game, because it can get, for me, quite repetitive quite quickly. Okay, so now on to the not so good bits. So there's only a few things, I will be honest with you, and I just want to point out now, I am aware that this has literally just come out of beta, so there's going to be a few teething issues, and this is not by any means like, you know, hating on everything like that, just some constructive criticism. But the first thing I have written down is the car model glitch. Now I'll put some footage on screen to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about, but I'm not sure if this is like a skin or a livery error or something like that, and maybe it might just be like a one example, one-off type thing. But there was like these like cars that look like gold bars with wheels. It was really like weird to look at, you know. Some people were driving around with the correct like car model, and then other people were driving around with these huge, great big yellow cars, and it was really, really strange. So yeah, that was the first thing that I definitely noticed. So the other problem I had twice actually when I was streaming was I would do the practice for 20 minutes, half an hour, sometimes even do the qualifying for 10 minutes, and then just the race is about to like start, I'm about to grid up for it, I would get like booted back to the menus, and then like basically kicked from the server. I'm not sure why that was, it was a bit strange. It happened to me twice, and sometimes it felt like a bit like hit and miss if I would actually join the server properly. I was in the server, but I don't know why it would, like, when it goes to the next session, it would then automatically kick me. I'm not sure if that was like kick everybody or if it was just me. So yeah, I'm not sure if it was more of a my end thing or if it was a server issue. But yeah, so there's one strange thing that was happening. So the last thing I want to mention about to round off the points was the netcode basically, and the server the cars, everybody around me would just all of a sudden disappear, and then for about 30 seconds, and then everybody would come back again, and then obviously sometimes cars would be inside each other and then just have an accident. And the netcode a little bit. So in the same server, again, people would like slide off the track because like for packet loss or something like that. Again, I'm not sure if that was a specific server issue, and it seemed to be okay once I joined another server on the same track and car combination. But yeah, so there's a few things, like I say, it's just come out of beta, so it's going to be a few issues that needs to be ironed out. But on the whole, it's a very strong foundation, and I really hope that going forward they can be built on this game can be built on a lot more, and it should be a really fun experience. So yeah, thank you very much guys for watching this video. Leave a like and a comment if you got all the way through to the end. I really do appreciate your support, and I hope to see you guys again, and yeah, take care.
It's a cool track though, really cool track.